Welcome back, guys. In this lecture, we will discuss the star connected load. Okay, the star connected load. Before we have discussed the delta connection things, where we don't have any much difficulties to finding the load currents, but in star connected load, we'll face some difficulties. So in general, we have two types of connections of star. That is three phase, three wire, and three phase, four wire. Okay, now we will discuss the three phase, three wire, that is called star connected with isolated neutral. Okay, so that is three phase, three wire system. For understanding that, I am taking the source here. Okay, I'm taking the source. So this is I'm representing as VAN, and this is VBN, and this is VCN. Okay, A phase, B phase, and C phase. Now I have to connect this to load, right? My load is star connected one. So my load is star connected one. In spite of delta, before we discuss, now in this lecture we are discussing star. Okay, so this is the star connected load. Now what happening is this isolated neutral, we have neutral here, but we are not connecting any neutral to the load. Okay, so the neutral is isolated, that's why it is called a star connect three phase, three wire system. Okay, there is no neutral connection with the source to load. Okay, so I am taking this point as O, and this load ZA, and this is as ZB, and this as ZC. Now the current is flowing this source, I am taking this as a source, and the current is flowing like this. That is current, let us say this is IA, and this is current, let us say this is IB, and the current, let us say this is IC. That is IA is entering like this, IC is entering like this, and IB is entering like this. Okay, this IB is entering like this. Then the terminals across this load, how the terminals across this load will be there. So the load means, I already said, load means the positive terminal, current should be entered to the positive terminal. So here we'll have the positive terminal, negative terminal. Here we have positive and negative. Here we have positive and negative. Now our thing is to find the load currents, right? So load, we have connected the load. So this is the load, and let us say this is a source, and we have to find current IA. That means you have to know the voltage across this load resistance. Okay, so to find the voltage, the current, we have to know the value of voltage across this. Is that possible now? We don't know what is the voltage across this exactly. See, we have the phases, supply line current, we know the line currents, but we don't know the voltage across this. Is that possible to know? For delta connection, there what happening? We connected the source here. Okay, we given the terminals like this. So the line current is equal to voltage across that phase. So we find current I easily, but here it is not possible there. This is the difficulty you face in three phase, three wire system. Okay, so the first difficulty is we can't find voltage across the load phase. This is the load phase. Okay, load phase, to find current through that phase. Okay, this is one observation. Okay, so in another observation is, in three-phase three-wire system, that is isolated neutral, no neutral, only no neutral, only line voltage is connected. Only line voltage is connected. No neutral is connected. Only line voltage is connected. And I am saying that source is a balanced one. Therefore, the line voltages and the phase voltages are algebraic sum of, so algebraic sum of phase voltages and the line voltages is 0. But the line currents may or may not be equal to algebraic sum of algebraic sum may or may not be equal to 0. So the main point is, but the line voltages, the line currents may or may not, algebraic sum, the algebraic sum is equal to 0. Why? Because this line currents will depend on impedance across these phases. Okay, so that's why we cannot judge that the line currents may or may not equal to 0. Okay, now the phasor diagrams of this line voltages. So how we will write the line voltages? This is a supply phasor phase voltages. So algebraic sum, so this is the phasor diagram, right? So let us say this is a phasor diagram of phase voltages. Let us say this is a vector A, and that is vector B, and this vector C, and this is a neutral. So this is the 120 degrees phase shift, the line phase voltages, and we have another same voltage, that is load phase voltages. So I am taking like this. So they may be, I am representing like this. This is 0, this is A, and this is, let us say this is VA0, and this is VC0, and this is VB0. So these are two different phasor diagrams. There is no, we call this is N and O. So this N and O is not connected. Okay, so this O is not intersecting with N. That is, this O is not intersecting. O is not intersecting with N. So this is called so here is, this is what neutral, this is supply neutral, and this is what phase neutral. O is load neutral, and N is supply neutral. So these two have the phase shift. Okay, so there is not equal to 0, this is not connected. So this is have a phase shift. So by having the phase shift, we observe that, this is the main point, we observe that the phase voltage of supply and phase voltage of loads are having different magnitude. Okay, I'm repeating again. Due to this phase shift of load neutral and supply neutral and phase neutral, the voltages of the supply phase voltages and the line voltages are zero, are different. So the magnitude or the values, the magnitude of supply phase voltages and load phase voltages. So load phase voltages, that is VA naught. Load phase voltages are different. Okay, this is about observations we did. What are the observations we did is we can't find voltage across this phase. Okay, to find current I. So we'll do that now. Now in next class, next subtopic, we'll discuss that. And again, the no neutral is connected. So no neutral is connected to the line connected algebraic, and the algebraic sum of the voltages. So this algebraic sum of the voltages and the lines are zero, but the line currents are not zero because of the impedances across each individual phases. And this is a supply phasor diagram, and there is a load phasor diagram. So they have different magnitudes of values because of phase shift in the neutrals. Okay, now we will discuss how to find what are the things we discussed is not it's okay, but our prime requirement is to find the load current IA, IB, IC. So whatever source you keep, whatever load you kept, our ultimate aim is to find this load current, how much current it drawing. So if you find the current it draws, then only we can know how much power it is utilizing, that is how much efficiency the load is. So how much efficiency the source is to the load. Okay, our prime thing is to find load currents only. What are the current it is absorbing from the source, the load, that is IA, IB, IC. So in finding the load currents IA, IB, IC, what are the difficulty we face here? So we can't, to find IA, we need voltage across this, but we don't have how to find this voltage across that. That is the main thing. Now we'll discuss how to find that load current IA. So I'm drawing the circuit again. Okay, so this is VAN and this is VBN, VCN, and this is ZA, ZC, ZB. So you know this now, right? This is 0. And our thing is to find IA, IB, IC. So A, B, C. Now this is node A. Let us say this is node A. This is N and this is O. Okay, negative, negative. So observe now carefully, guys. Now I need to find current IA, IB, IC. So in general, normally, let us say this is load and this is source. Okay, to find current IA, either we need to know voltage across this load, or with respect to the source we have to find if it ZA is there. This is Vs. So IA equal to what? Vs by ZA. So ultimately, to find current II, somehow we need to have a relation with the source. Okay, so the voltage across this ZA is what we have, VA naught. Okay, this is A, B, and this is A, B, C. So voltage across this is what? VA naught. Okay, voltage across A, this is to find IA. This is not what N, and this is O. So there is a potential between these two, right? Even though the line is not connected, we have the potential, that is, we have the value of voltage across N and O. So this is the voltage. We have the voltage. So let us say we have the voltage across this N and O, that is say VNO. Okay. So if you know the VNO, if you keep loop here, if you have a loop here, loop current, so minus VAN plus ZA IA plus minus VON equal to 0. So you know the value of VAN, you know the value of ZA, and you know if you find VON, then we can find IA. So that is the main thing. To find current IA, you need to know the potential across this neutral wire and across this phase supply neutral and load neutral. Okay, that's the main thing. Now to find this IA naught, what we do is at node O, so KCL at node O. This is the node O. So what is the KCL means? What are the currents entering? It should be current leaving. What are the current entering? IC is entering, IB is entering, and IA is entering. Therefore, we can write IA plus IB plus IC equal to 0. Right? Now to find IA, so what is the IA value means? So IA means VA naught into ZA. That only, right? So voltage across current VA naught ZA. Sorry. So V equal to what? IR, and I equal to what? V by R, or V equal to IZ, let us take, and I equal to V by Z. So inverse of Z is V into Y delta. So therefore I take instead of ZA, IA naught equal VA naught by A. Okay, plus VB equal to what? IB equal to VB naught YB plus IC equal to VC naught YC equal to 0. Okay, so inverse of ZA I am taking. So I equal to what? V into Z, V into Y. So admittance. Okay, now we have this is equation 1. Okay, now again what we observe here is and we also observe now, so here the loop equation, let us say, so we have to find VA naught. So from here if you start, we have minus VAN plus VA naught, and the voltage, so VN naught means we have to keep potential at this plus minus. So if we are taking from voltage from neutral to load, okay, neutral to O, therefore we keep minus VN naught equal to 0. Therefore we can obtain VA naught equal to VAN plus VN naught. Okay, now similarly we will get voltage across VB naught. So voltage across VB naught equal to what? VB naught equal to VBN plus VNO and voltage across this phase is VC naught. So this is VC naught and this is VB naught. Okay, VB naught VC naught equal to VC naught VCN plus VNO. So this is equation 2, equation 3, equation 4. Substitute 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 4 in equation 1. Okay, after substituting that, so we get VAN plus VNO into YA plus VBN plus VNO into YB plus VCN plus VNO into YC equal to 0, or we take this all and NO naught at one terms and VAN, so VNO into YA plus YB plus YC. So our thing is to find VN naught. Okay, minus equal to minus of, so take VAN at the other sides, VBN VCN with respect to IC. Therefore VAN YA plus V minus of VBN YB plus VCN YC. So therefore we can obtain VN naught equal to, so what, minus of VAN YA plus VBN YB plus VCN YC by YA plus YB plus YC. And in case, so this will got negative, right? So therefore V O naught, so instead of N naught we can kept V O naught ON equal to VAN YA plus VBN YB plus VCN YC by YA plus YB plus YC. Okay, this is the expression for to find the voltage across voltage across this neutral and supply neutral and load neutral. If you know this voltage, then you can find current IA. This is the main idea of this. Therefore we have so if you know the IO naught, so in general if you will find ON, right? After finding ON we can find VA naught. So we have the equation. This is if you know ION, so therefore we will find VA naught equal to what, you know, the supply phase will be given. So VAN in the system, supply phase will be given minus VAON, and VB naught equal to what, VBN minus VON, and VC naught equal to VCN minus V. So NO I kept, no ON. So after finding VA naught, VB naught, VC naught, that is VA naught. So our goal is to find the voltage across this phase We found that by finding VA naught initially. Now we find IA equal to what, VA naught by ZA. Okay, and IB equal to what, VB naught ZB, and IC equal to what, VC naught ZC. Okay, so we found line voltages, line currents, IA, IB, IC. Initially we found IA naught, and so that's thing. So this is the finding of load currents of star connection. Now if I take what, different values of load terminals, load impedances. If the load impedances are same, that is case of, now this is unbalanced thing, so there is no balance here. This is unbalanced thing we have discussed. Okay, now in case of balanced impedance or admittance, so I am taking admittance, we have taken y values now, admittance. So what happen is YA equal to YB equal to YC, that is equal to, let us say, Y. Substitute these values here. Therefore we get VAO naught equal to VAN plus VBN plus VCN equal to what y. So this is y is common, y a y b. So we substitute y, we made it common by 3y. So substitute y, so 3y. This y will cancel. Then what happening here is we are having a algebraic sum of the phase voltages. So if the algebraic sum of this phase voltage supply balance means, then we get VON equal to what? 0. That means there is no potential between, there's N and O. So there is no phase shift between, there will be no phase shift between O and N. Therefore, we say that the phase shift between the supply neutral and your load neutral is 0, both having at same potential. Okay, so we name this the phase shift between supply neutral and load neutral is 0. Okay, that is, this is the supply voltages, and we'll have a same in phase with load values. That is, this is N and O, so both having same point. This is A B C. Okay, that is the supply voltages and the line voltages having a same phase shift, but again you have to observe that the voltages are not equal. Okay, so you have to observe the voltages are not equal, but magnitudes are different, but they are having the same phase. So this is one observation. So what are the things is, but so the load having a different admittance, if the load having different admittances, so this is the different admittances we find, then the phase supply phase voltages, and load phase voltages are different. So sorry guys, before I said that, so this, if the potential between these two are equal, then we'll have the load voltages and the supply voltages are magnitudes are equal. But if different unbalanced loading, unbalanced admittances, the phase supply voltage and load supply voltage are different. But for balanced thing, the supply voltages and the phase voltage should be equal. Okay, so this is about to find load currents. This is one method to find the load currents. We have two more methods to find the load currents. Okay, we'll discuss in the next class. Thank you guys.